I want to show you uh, how real mind control really is and what it can do to people and to targeted individuals, how it's done to your family, how the closest ones to you, the ones you love, your wife or your husband, sister, brother, how they're able to manipulate and control someone's mind and change. I watch my wife and my son change right in front. I've seen everybody change right in front of my eyes. It's not them, and the thing is, they it is it is this certain person. All these people that I've watched change right in front of my eyes. They all have the same demeanor. They all talk the same. They all act the same. They all show pure hate and rage for me, right? And these people, like, my friends I grew up with, my wife, my son, I know their personalities, and I know that this isn't them doing this, because when I see these people change, it is it is the same personality from person to person. So if it's my friend, if it's my wife, if it's my son, if it's someone I just met, they have the exact same personality. That says it's one person. It's one person. I know who it is doing this, and it's so evil and demonic for someone to do this. You know, I mean, I've my wife. She she started saying words in German, and I asked her. I said, "Do because I can tell. That's my wife. I've been married for 20 years, and I people's personalities and how they act and how they talk, and especially your wife or friends you grew up with. People you're around all the time. Their habits and what they do. How they speak and how they look. And I can tell when she was under mind control. All of them, I can tell. I can tell by the way they act. And I could tell when she wasn't. And I asked her, I asked her if she knew German, and she said no. I said, "You never taken German in school or anything?" And she said, "No, I don't know any German." I said, "Well, you've said some words in German, and just random words, just." And when she would say these words, I would look at her, but I could tell it wasn't her. And I saw this man. This man has just is so evil and demonic. This group, these people, they're following the devil. But when hypnosis and mind control is used on people, they don't even know. They have no idea. They don't know what's going on with them. They don't even know they did these things. My wife has no recollection of things that she's done to me over the past 6 years, because they use the people in your home. And that's what it says in the Bible, that's who's going to come against you, so, but when things are placed in someone's mind, and it's not them. It's not them. They would never do. My wife would never act like she she was never a violent person and never a mean person. And I saw her change, but I could see a different look in her face and a different look in her eyes. And I could tell that wasn't her, and it's hard to deal with that, because this is the person that you love and the person and that this person wouldn't do things like that, or wouldn't act like that, or wouldn't, be violent, or this person, because you're with them all the time, whether it's your kids, your wife, your husband. So these people, and but I want to show you what this evil man has done to my family, and what mind control really does. And this video I'm going to show you is, there was no confrontation, or this was just a random thing that happened. But there's triggers that are used. There's mind control, there's hypnosis, there's triggers that are used, right? And I became a trigger for my wife and my son, but that was put into their minds. That trigger was put into their minds. So I don't blame my wife or my son or my friends or anybody for what they've done, because when I look into their eyes, and I know that's not them, and this video I'm going to show is complete 100% mind control, and there was a trigger placed in my wife's mind. Because this isn't my wife, and the look in her face, it wasn't her, and this was random, and this isn't something my wife would ever do, and I know that it wasn't her. And these are the kind of things that are so evil and so mean and just pure demonic to do to people. This is mind control 100%. So just want to show you this video. This was, like I said, there was nothing going on at this time. We were just talking about the day when this happened, and she was triggered automatically. But I knew at the time, I knew, because I could tell it wasn't her. I could tell who it was. This is mind control in action, 100%. That is a video. Me and my wife were talking, and either something I said, there was no arguing, there was no fighting, it was just so random. Something triggered her. Something I said triggered her, and that is pure mind control. The look in her eyes, I could tell. Like I said, it's been going on for 7 years, and I can tell when she's her, and when she is under this mind control, and I know who's doing it. And this is serious business, and this needs to be addressed and taken care of, man. These people need to be arrested. These things need to happen. This can't continue. And and I love my wife, and I love my family, and I love my kids. And when I see my friends and my family do things like this, I don't blame them. Because I know it's not them. That is, I'm a target. This man made me a target, and he's used everybody to take out me, the target. So just know, when your family comes against you like this, and the person, it's my wife, I love her dearly, and that's, just know that they are being influenced and they are being controlled. In my situation, that is the case, because I've watched them change. I've watched them change in front of my eyes. And this man is 100% responsible for this. Alright? Gang stalking is 100% responsible for this. Hate group, pure hate and evil is responsible for this. It's so out of control, and nobody's helping. Nobody's stepping up as far as, people that have that kind of power to make change, to do it, to make something happen, to go after these people that are destroying families and killing people, destroying lives, there has to be some change. Something has to change, People need to stand up and stop being afraid. When you don't have anything to hide, you can't get blackmailed, all right? Period. That's just the way it is. If you live in truth, you can't be blackmailed. They could never I don't care. There's nothing they could use against me. There's nothing they could say. I don't care. You're not going to embarrass me. When you don't have anything to hide, you can't be blackmailed. And the thing is, you put yourself in that position to be blackmailed. Because when they came at you and said, you better do this, or we're going to tell everybody this or that, tell them, man, go ahead and do that. And I guarantee they're not going to do it. It's all a threat. But you're so worried about it because you did something you shouldn't have done. But in the end, that's none of their business. And if they think they can hurt you with that information, let them try. Let them try. Because on the flip side of that, you're selling your soul to the devil. Hey, there's nothing no man on this earth can do to you. All right? When you live in truth, you don't have to worry about being blackmailed. All right? That's just how it is. And people need to stop letting fear run their lives. You can't be in fear of someone saying they're going to tell somebody this or that. Man, if they do that, they do tell them, and those people, have something against you, you don't need them in your lives anyway. So what does it matter? It really doesn't matter. So I'll be posting more videos, show you what this evil has done.